Twilight, Masquerade and Master Set. Of course, we've got to start with the basics, so you have to get one of these books. It's going to make life a lot easier if you've got a book. So yeah, these come in the ETBs, so if you're interested in building a master set, you might be able to pick up a book secondhand on eBay or something like that, or yeah, buy an ETB. It'll give you the different cards, where to start, how many cards with the same number. So for instance, you've got the common card, and then you've got the reverse, and then when you get through to the finding a red one, such as, where are we here, that's going to have the holo instead of the reverse as its partner, so it's going to have a reverse and a holo. Same with this one. This one's only just going to have the common and the reverse. So it's going to be a pretty boring bit of video. That's what we're going to be doing. Got to open a heap of packs last night, so this is where the fun comes in. We start going through and sorting cards into piles. So hey, good morning, how you going? So basically, you check the numbers on the cards, and then start putting them into piles and try and sort them out from there. So there is quite a few cards in this lot, so I don't really know where we're going to put everything, but it's going to be boring, so I don't know. I think we'll start with card numbers up to 100, and we'll go from there. So 60s, 70s, singles, 19 will go in the teens. Of course, our energy cards are going to go to the side. 84, 60, 70, 80. You probably can't see all those. Move over a little bit better. So that's where we are. Good morning, Kim. How you going, mate? So you're just going to try and put together a bit of a master set. It's going to be boring, guys. I'll try and look over every now and then and see if there's any comments. I just thought somebody might be interested in watching how you sort out a master set. 40, 50. Make sure we've got enough room. And we're just going to stack them up in their piles of where they're going to go. Teens, 90s. So there is a lot of cards in this set. 373 different cards, so it's a big one to take on if you're interested in taking the set on. That's what it's going to take. So it's going to be a long time of sitting here sorting out cards, hours and hours. But hey, this is how we do it. And just check each and every single number. So we'll get rid of the energy cards. 30s. I haven't had any 20s yet, which is strange. 60. 8. How's everyone's day going? Drop in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how long you stay. That live last night, we had nearly 2,000 views. Pretty cool. Ended up with 25 hours of watch time. The average, I think there was 1,800 people that came in, and average watch time was pretty poor. The average watch time worked out to be 50 seconds. Is the time that people sat in and watched the live for. So a little bit crazy. I don't know what's going on. So the one 2 weeks ago, I had 22,000 views and 220 hours of watch time. So worked out pretty good. All right, moving these up a bit. Just trying to get. So we're just going for the first 100 cards in the set. I'm just going to try and put them in order, and then we'll go back through them and pull out every single card until we make the first half of the set. and then maybe leave the rest of the set for another day. I don't know. It takes a while. I want to do a couple of sets, so ideally I would like to do at least a second set and give it away to one of my viewers, someone that watches my videos and stuff. So anybody has any interest in the set, let me know, as well, as long as you're from Australia, because I'm going to be posting it out to someone in Australia, and we'll go from there. So this is how boring it is. You just sit and sort. So I don't know how much you guys can see. So basically you're just going to go through a heap of cards. Yes, if people watch my old videos, I get watch time on that. Definitely, that works like that. But just not the shorts. If you watch shorts, there is no watch time permitted for that. They're counted as shorts views, and in order to get monetized, I need 10 million shorts views in 90 days, which is just, I don't know. I guess some people are getting it because they're, filming car crashes and police shootings and girls in bikinis and things like that. Down here I'm pretty boring. All you're going to see is basically cards. That's what we do. So the 20s, there's not a lot of 20s coming through. So that might be a bit of a hold up if we're not getting enough of the different numbers, I guess. And I don't have a card sorting tray yet. I've been meaning to buy one, but just haven't done it. So that'll be another thing I'll have to invest in, a couple of those trays. The phone ringing in the background. It'll have to wait. So what else is everyone up to? Oh, thanks, Kim. It's great that you jump in and watch some of the older videos as well. I must admit, the other day I jumped on and I jumped in, started looking at my first couple of videos from doing these Pokemon cards, and wow, things have changed. I've gotten a bit better. Definitely things look better now. I hope there's enough lighting and stuff like that. It looks pretty good at my end. But every minute of watch time sort of counts. So I thought I'd just jump on and bore a couple of people. I'll probably only get 10 people come in and have a look in total, but that's the way it goes. So very hard to do vertical stream while sorting out cards in such a big area. I couldn't get an angle on the camera that looked half decent and wasn't going to annoy everybody. So feel free to just leave me on in the background and go make coffee or do what you've got to do. But if you've got questions, throw them up on the board and I will get to it when I turn around and look at the computer. So not really exciting, but this is how we do it. You've got to start your master set somewhere. So 1 to 100 we're doing on the mat. After 100, I think they go up to 167. And a lot of those have doubles. I think there's 14 EXs, so they don't have a double. But 373 cards in total in the set, I believe, at the moment. And I'm not sure if that's counting all the promos and everything as well. But we're going to try and put all the promos in. we'll have a good go. And if I can, I'll do a second set. It's always easier to sort your cards, then start doing your sets, and you work out pretty quick whether you can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base sets. If I can make 5 base sets, I'll probably put 2 on eBay and give 2 away. Try and get some funding to buy some more cards to open on the channel, because I love opening cards. 60s, 10s. So it's a long, slow process. You've just got to be comfortable. So you grab a coffee, you sit down, get comfy, because this is not going to be quick. Let me know where you're from if you're sitting there watching. Drop in the chat, say g'day. You don't have to hang around if you don't want to. It will be boring. Heap of energy cards. So if you're just putting your cards into storage bays and that, what I like to do is I like to rip all the energy cards out. It gives you a hell of a lot more room to put everything. And of course, if you've got more room, you can store more cards, which is always good. So I was storing the, I think they're 3,200 card boxes. They hold 3,200 cards. And I also put some in ETBs, because it's always handy to put them in the ETBs. They stack nicely. So our hundreds we're just going to put to the side for now. Got plenty of stacks to go, and I've got 3 ETBs here full before I even need to start looking anywhere else. But there's a heap of cards sitting here that I've still got to go through. And then, you know, once we get the base set done, I'm going to move into all the more expensive cards. So all the illustrations, special illustrations, everything like that, as you do. And we'll see if we can put at least one full set together. So there's probably going to be a lot of background noise come through too, as girls come home, go out, make lunch, anything like that. Because I don't have a studio to sit in yet. Just sit in the basically in the dining room. PokeFam's just dropped a comment on one of my daily videos. So I do daily Paldean Fates every day if anyone's interested in watching them. They're just shorts. And then we do a lot of videos on everything else, providing I can get my hands on them. The last couple of sets have been very hard to try and locate locally. They just, no one's got them. And when they do get them, they sell out real quick. So you've sort of got to be there. So lots of concentration, reading every single number. Good thing I got a new set of reading glasses. Do you think you're close to having a full set of them? I honestly don't know with all the chase cards and everything. I would assume that with all these base cards, I would assume that I've at least got a couple of sets. There should be at least a couple of sets. But the chase cards, I really have absolutely no idea, because I sort of open them, I sleeve them, you know, into top loaders or sleeves, and then put them into boxes. And I've just got boxes full of chase cards over the last 4 months that all need to be sorted out and gone through. So that'll be the next job after building the base set. We'll go through those and try and pull out all the Twilight, Masquerade, chase cards. Any doubles I'll probably put up on eBay as well. I don't really need to collect too many doubles. But if anyone's chasing anything and you're in Australia, do let me know. I can always try and pull out some cards for you to help you finish your sets as well. So many numbers to read, and by the end of it you just got numbers on the brain. G'day Poke fam, welcome. This is probably the most boring video you will ever sit down and watch, I'm telling you. It's not exciting. Might throw a bit more light on actually. Highlight the card numbers a little bit more. So we're just putting together a Twilight Masquerade master set. Start from scratch. So if I had a tray, a sorting tray, I could probably do it a little bit better than this, but I'm just going to do piles, and we'll go from there. I know my daughter will be home shortly, so there will be a bit of background noise and the dogs will bark and carry on as they do, but if you're regulars you would have heard the dogs by now, as they never seem to miss a video. Yeah, you're right, Kim. You go and do what you got to do, mate. I'm not going to make anyone stay and watch this because this is going to be boring. It's a bit of an experiment, really, just to see how many people are going to jump in and watch the horizontal stream. For how long? See if I can get some watch hours. If I get some watch hours, I might do it again for the second part. If not, I might try and do it vertical, even though the vertical angle doing this is a little bit skew-if, and everyone's going to have to sit there with their heads on the side, I think, trying to figure out what I'm doing. But thanks for popping in. And the bird in the background. Good day, bird. I think in one of my streams I was sitting here doing the cards and the bird laid an egg. It usually lays an egg once every 12 months, and it was so noisy. Craziness. So feel free to jump out, come back later, see the progress we've made, anything like that. It doesn't matter, you don't have to stay. But if you want to leave it on while you make a coffee or do the housekeeping, whatever you've got to do today, feel free. Drop a message, say good day. Evie, one of my favourites. Once we get a good stack, we've sorted through a lot of these, then we can start sorting back and starting to put a set together. So I reckon I'm going to try for 3 sets to start with. We'll give one away, put one on eBay, and of course the first set will be for me, just to do a master set to see if I can complete it. 373 cards. It's gonna be an effort. So if you've got any questions or any queries or anything at all, just put it in the comments and I'll turn around and check them every now and then. I've got it playing on the computer so I can see the comments. So I have noticed there's, you can probably see from there that the pile of 20s is probably the shortest pile, and the 40s is a fairly short pile too. So a little bit rarer there, I guess. I don't know if I'm excited for Prismatic Evolutions. Like, I don't know, it's another set. It's been hyped up that much, and I think I find when sets get hyped up that much, I sort of lose interest. Especially when all the posts you see on Facebook, oh, all the online orders have been cancelled for this shop and this shop, and you think all those people that have done the hard work, searched, and they've paid their money already for those. Now they've got to wait for a refund. Then they have to find somebody else that may actually get them in stock and stuff. It starts to annoy me a little bit. So I guess with all the sets, I will probably buy a dozen packets, open them up. If I get a good vibe, a good feeling opening the first dozen packets, I'll go from there. Shrouded Fable, I think I got an ETB of that. It was one of my first ETBs I ever bought. Opened it up and got basically not much in it, and it didn't excite me, so I haven't bought any more. I had a 2-pack tin last night of Shrouded Fable, but I didn't actually buy that. That was sent as a replacement because they were out of stock of Paldean Fates. So one of those things, I would rather have the Paldean Fates, that's for sure. So if you're building a master set, this is what you're going to have to do too. Like, you might not have anywhere near as many cards as me, which will make it a lot easier for you. And when building a master set, you've got to know the point where you want to stop. So you might buy, say, 50 packets of cards all up and go, all right, well, you know, there's only X amount that I need now, and I don't think I'm going to find them real easy. And then you know, find someone that's already collecting them. You might be able to do a big trade and fill in a whole heap of gaps in one go. That's my thoughts on it. If you don't have an endless supply of packets to continue opening, you've got to pick where you want to stop. But if you need cards, let me know. But just don't turn around and say, oh, I need 10 Greninjas. Can you send me 10 Greninjas? No, that's not going to happen. And like even 10 of the base cards. If you need one to fill your set of that number, sure, but not 10 of the same number. I'm not going to send 10 number 67s out there for people because it's a little bit rarer and it's worth $5 or whatever, and I'm not even going to look at any of the values of any of these base cards. I'm just going to put the set together. Because I have had that. People want me to go through and select 4 or 5 of this and 6 of this and 8 of that, and yeah, no. If you're doing a set, that's fine, I'll help you out. So what's everyone up to this weekend? So I'm just sitting here, chilling, thinking if it gets much warmer in here, I'm going to have to put the cooler on. I just realised that iPad's plugged into the charger and it's probably making a buzzing noise in the background for those 3 people that are watching. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Just let me know. if there's any problems with the feed. Make sure I get them in the right stacks. I've nearly finished this second ETB lot. I guess it's going fairly quick. I don't even know how long I've been in here. 4 people watching. G'day, all 4 of you. Anyone's interested in trying to win a set, a base set, let me know. Because I will be putting one up if providing I can finish one for you. I'll definitely be putting a base set up as a giveaway. There's several different ways you can sort. I like to sort in groups of 10. So you've basically got 1 to 9, 10 to 19, they're all the 20s, 30s, 40s, so on. You can do colours and just start by sorting into colours, because usually the colours all stick together, and then you can go from there. Once you get smaller piles, it's easier to try and put that set together. So you're looking through a little pile for card number 7 instead of, you know, bundles and stacks of cards. So I'm doing 2 things here. I'm splitting the first 10 groups up, and everything over 100 goes down here, and then we can go through those numbers later and put them into their specific orders. That way I'm not getting too congested up on the mat. So the most boring video you've ever sat and started watching would have to be this one, surely. Let me know if there's something more boring out there than watching me do this and bumping the camera every now and then. So you see when your piles are just starting to overlap each other, that's when you're going to start running into trouble, unless you try and clean them up just a little bit. But we'll finish this ETB off, and then we might start running through and try and put some numbers together. And mark them off in your ETB booklet as you go, so that at the end of it, if you're missing, you might be missing 10 numbers, you can write them on a piece of paper and sit them in the front of that book. And then you know what you're looking for. As you continue to sort out cards, if one of them pops up, it's always easier just to pull it out and throw it aside and throw it into the set later on. So that's where we're at. So this is the second ETB, or empty ETB full of cards. And there goes the dogs, just as I said. Give me a second. They're all barking because the girls just came home. Seems to be a big, exciting deal for them. Been gone for 10 minutes, and yeah, they act like they've been gone for days. So, if you're still there and that didn't deafen you and send you crazy, you'll know that the doors are opened, the doggies are out. So let me know where you're from, what you're up to today, if you're still sitting here watching. Probably not many people that are going to pop in today. Don't get a lot of people on these horizontal streams. But you know, you got to start somewhere, and do what you can to get those hours up, basically. It's 3,000 hours, so I guess if I sit here for 3,000 hours, we might get close to getting up to that number that I need. You never know. But it's all trial and error. And if you're trying to build your channel as well, you know, you're welcome to drop on and say, check my channel out. I will check it out and I'll jump over and drop a sub. Yeah, sub for sub. You want to sub to me and watch some of my videos, I'll sub to you and watch some of yours too. Not a problem. Alright, so still going. Alright, so that ETB is nearly finished. I've got, yeah, that many left. So we'll run through these and then we'll start putting a set together of the first 100 numbers anyway. And yeah, it might be a little bit less boring, providing I've got them all in the right piles, which is of course the hard part, because you always end up mixing a couple up. And my lovely wife's come home, so I might get her to put a coffee on shortly. We might have a coffee while doing this. But I hope everyone's enjoying it, or enjoying their weekend at least. Probably playing me in the background. Turn me off, turn me down, mute me if you like. You might be able to fall asleep listening to my boring voice going over and over the same stuff. Would not be the first time. So I've just been storing these in the ETB, and you can already see, like, we've nearly finished the second run through 2 ETBs worth of cards. I do have plenty more filled sitting here, but those energy cards seem to pile up, and I'll show you in a second what I mean. They take up a lot of space, and basically there is that many around that no one really needs that many. And I don't count energy cards as part of the set. I don't know if anyone else does, but I don't. So that's how we do it. So pretty boring. Alright, so got a good pile of energy cards that had made their way in that I hadn't separated yet. So now they're out, there will be extra room. And you probably can't see it over in the corner here. They're the card numbers over 100 that we're still yet to sort. So we go back to the book. Yes, I do giveaways all the time, matey. All the time. My giveaways get sent out to people in Australia at the moment because that's where I'm from. And that postage is cheap. I cannot afford posting overseas yet. But hey, who knows, in 6 months' time, if I ever earn 25 cents from doing these videos, I'll put it back into sending stuff to people everywhere. I love doing giveaways. On this channel, we've probably given, I think my postage bill for giveaways is something like $3,500 I've spent on postage alone, sending stuff to people inside Australia. So we've sent away, we've sent hundreds upon hundreds of prizes away. I gave away a couple of prizes last night in my live. Alright, so we've got the basic map out here on the book of what we want to look for. So basically we're going to start with number 1 common, and then we're going to try and find the reverse for number 1. So we're just going to flick through. That's number 2. So flick through, you grab your reverses out, drop them in a separate pile. Your commons stay there, of course. There it is. There's the reverse. So then we move on to number 2. So one we've already done. There's number 2 base. I should put them. I'll put them. What am I doing? Right there. No, you can't see that. All right, let me just. I'll just move these up a little bit. All right. I didn't even look at the camera to see whether anyone could see what I was doing. Okay, so we've got number one, and then we're going to go number 2. Number 2 reverse. So then we're looking for number 3, which is pincer. Quick run through here. There's a reverse, so I'll drop that to the side. There's the common. So we'll put that on and then drop our number 3 in. So that's number 3. So number 4 is spin arc. Straight off the bat, there is number 4. And down here in the reverse pile, I already have the reverse sitting here, so in it goes. So we'll move to number 5. Ariados. There we go, number 5. And then we're going to look for the reverse. I don't have it below yet. If you get the cards on the right angle, you can shoot through and see the reverses real easy. So there's 2 more reverses. Alright, so that's the first one that we don't have yet. So we haven't sorted that out enough. So we're going to have to sort out more cards. So what I do there, okay, so we've got the first row, 1, 2, 5. So I tick each box. If I stop bumping the camera. And we've got number 5 common. So you can see there I've just ticked the first box. I have not ticked the second one, so I know I need to go back and find that reverse. And then we'll move on. We'll do 6, 7, 8, 9. Change piles and just keep going through as we fill in the gap. And I just keep dropping them straight on top of our set pile, because basically we're just going to keep going. Alright, so we've got sunken, number 6. So we've got that. Where are our reverses? There's a sunken reverse. Beautiful. Number 7, Sunflora. Oh, there we go. There's number 7, common. I'll check our reverse pile, and no, don't have it. So that's why I put them into the 2 groups after separating them into the 10s. And you need a lot of room to do this too. Alright, so Heracross number 8 into the pile. Change piles. There's a Heracross reverse. In it goes. Tick both of those off. So that's what our, stop hitting the camera, that's what our first page looks like. So I've got 2 reverses that I need to find out of the first 8. So then we're going to go to the second page and go on. So Evolbeat, right there we go, number 9. And I didn't see. No, we don't have the reverse yet, and I'm pretty sure I pulled all the reverses out of that stack. Just double check. Yeah, so all our reverses have been pulled out. So I'll throw our stack back over the back. We will mark off that we have number 9 in the common. And then basically we're going to move on and continue. I'm going to pull up our next pile. So our teens pile that we just sorted out. And go from there. Move that over a little bit. I might be able to get the book somewhat into the frame here. So we're looking for immerse, and look, there's a reverse straight off the bat. So we'll sit him down until we can find the common. There's the immerse there. So there's our common, and our reverse goes on top. Tick them off. Got both of them. So Leafeon is next up. There's a Leafeon common. So we've got to go through and find the Leafeon. Yeah, Leafeon has a reverse. There's a Grookey, another immerse, Phantump. So basically I'm just pulling out the reverses now and putting them in their own little pile. So I can run through, look at the commons, and then look at the reverses. And see if we have it. So double check that we don't have Leafeon reverse hiding in there. So not yet. So we're gonna have to sort out some more later, but that's part of it. Always got to start somewhere. So these are our reverses, and no Leafeon. So we're just going to mark off the common, give it a tick, move to Phantump. So yeah, this is so boring. Don't stress. If you don't want to watch, don't. It will not worry me. I'm just doing a bit of a test to see if anyone's interested. Some people like to go to sleep watching this sort of thing. So there's Phantump, number 12. Tick off the common. I'll pick up our other set. There's Phantump reverse. I'm not sure if you can catch the reverse shine there. So that's that one. So now we can tick that off. And of course, move on to number 13. What's next up? Trevenant. There we go. There's our common. Into the stack. Our other pack. And we don't have it. So we'll just tick the common. And keep going. Grookey. So it's a long procedure, and I'm going to have to go back and do this again and again and again. What am I looking for? Grookey. To make additional sets. I'll try and make one to give away. Try and make one to put on eBay. See if there's any interest in them at all. Somebody might be after an easy set. Might save them doing all of this, that's for sure. So there's Grookey. And Grookey has a reverse. Oh, there we go. That was lucky. Second card in the pack. Tick them off. And move on. Repeat the process over and over again. Twacky, number 15. And then Twacky again. But no, don't have it. So we'll just tick off the common. Rillaboom. There's Rillaboom. 16 into the stack. And yeah, first card up, look at that. There's our reverse. So we can tick both Rillaboom off. Applin next up. So we've got Applin, there we go. straight in, and Applin has a reverse. There we go, there's an Applin reverse. We're getting good at this. As you go through, of course you've got less to look at, so alright. So that's Applin marked off. Dipplin is next, straight up. The first card on the stack was Dipplin, but we don't have the reverse. So we'll just mark off the common. Now Iron Leaves, so this is what, I don't know, you might have a book. See, Iron Leaves has got a red and then the blue. So the red indicates the hologram and the blue will indicate that there's a reverse. So when we're sorting through, there's your Iron Leaves in the holo. So he'll go in. And no, we don't have the reverse yet. So we'll mark off that we have the holo. And that is the teen's done. So put our stack back over the back. Tidy up our little set pile. And move on to the 20s. Now there's not a lot of 20s. I did say that, you know, this is one of the ones that I was a little worried about, because there is not many in here. So we might be missing quite a few. So just going to quickly sort out holos, reverses, Sinister. We got pulled so many of them last night. So we've got all the common cards, which are the non-shinies, and then we've got the shinies, which is holos and reverses. Poltergeist. So we're looking for the green Poltergeist. There we go, number 20. Done. Alright, and then we go for, so it has a reverse. And we don't have it. So that's a different Poltergeist. I didn't see it in there. No, so we don't have it. So I'll just mark off the common. Went in there. Alright, so there's, well, not that one, that one. There's number 21. Poltergeist again. So that's the common and the reverse. So we'll mark both those off. Alright, move on to Sinister. And we don't even have it. Oh, hang on. No, we're looking for a holo because it's red. So there's our holo. See, that's the hologram version. And then we're going to be looking for the reverse, which I don't have the reverse. They're all holos. And plenty of them. Plenty of Ograpon holos too. Alright. So, Sinister, I'll mark the red one off because we have that. EX, we're going to jump the EX. We'll come back and slot him in later. The Teal Mask, Ograpon number 24. We have the holo and the reverse, both marked off. Done, nice and easy. Okay, and then, so we're finished with the green ones, so we can put the green lot to the side now. So we don't need to look through them every single time now. So we're going on to orange and looking for Vulpix. There we go, number 26. Vulpix. And mark it off. And we don't have the reverse. So we'll move on to Ninetales, number 27. And we do have the reverse sitting there. So that'll go in, mark both of those off. Okay, Slugma, 28. There we go. And have the reverse. 29 is Magcargo EX, and we will sort the EXs out later on. So grab another pile, and we're starting into the 30s. So again, I'm just going to sort hollows and reverses into their own pile. Get the light at the right angle. It's really easy to see. If you don't have enough light, it does get tricky though. Alright, so now we've got two piles of 30s. So we've got our shinies down the bottom and our commons. Torkoal. So you can look for the character name, you look for the character itself or the number. So Torkoal, number 30, into the pile, swap over, and to check we need a reverse Torkoal. There we go. Mark them off, move on. You're back, Kim. Sun's good for a few hours. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm probably gonna go for a little bit longer, and then I'll probably stop and have some lunch. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get through it. Number 31, Chimchar, into the pile. We're looking for a reverse. Oh, look at that. We've got it. Beautiful. Mark those two off. Move on. One Ferno. Oh, look at that. Straight up. Straight up on the top. Number 32. One Ferno. And of course that's got a reverse. You can tell because it's in the book. Alright, reverse, reverse, reverse. Nope, we don't have it. Only got 3 reverses left. So we've got my Inferno common. Flick the page over, and then we're going to go into another page. Infinite is a hollow and a reverse. So straight up, in we go. We've only got 3 reverses, and we don't have the infinite reverse because they're all hollows. Look at that. Get so many of them. Alright, so we'll mark off that we have the hollow. Durumakar is next up, which is not that one, that one. Number 34. And we have the reverse for that, so we get to mark them both off. There's going to be quite a few to still look for later. Durmatan, number 35. Got the common, but no reverse. So move on to Litwick, number 36. Common, reverse. Mark them both off. Lampent. There we go, 37. And Lampent has a reverse, but we don't have it here. Chandelure. So that is a hollow and a reverse, but we don't have the reverse yet. We've probably got it in these other boxes here. So Chayu, number 39, and the reverse, number 39, both marked off in the book. Number 40 is an EX, and we do not need that yet. Go through those later and find all the EXs. Probably have them all, like I should have them all. It'd just be a matter of finding what box they're in. So now we move on to the 40s. So again, quickly, I'm just going to run through and pull out reverses and hollows. That I just find it's a little bit easier to manage the cards if you separate commons from reverses. They can go back in the same pile. That doesn't mean anything. Alright, so first up, number 41, Poliwag. It's Poliwrath. Poliwag. So we have 41. And Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. No Poliwag. Nope, 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 nope. So I guess we just mark off the common. Move on to Poliwhirl this time. So Poliwrath is going to be next. I'll just put that aside because I know it's next. Seeking Poliwrath, Poliwag. Now I'm getting confused. Poliwhirl is what we're looking for. There it is. Poliwhirl. Alright. Yeah, we do have the reverse for Poliwhirl. So both marked off. Now we go for Poliwrath. I put that aside a second ago. And we have the reverse. Excellent. So Poliwrath is done. Alright, so try not to get too confused at what I'm doing here. Golden is next up. There's Golden. Golden reverse. Yes, look at that. We're doing alright. Doing alright in the 40s. Not too bad. Alright, Seeking. There we go, 45. Seeking. Oh, and I can see it already. We have the reverse. Jinx. Oh, look at that. Both top cards. Jinx and Jinx. Common and reverse. Crawfish. I can already see the reverse is just sitting right there. There it is. 47. Mark them both off. Okay, Crawdant. Oh, we've got the reverse in that as well. Been pretty lucky with these 40s, I think. Free Bass. So this is what I want to bring us unstuck. We don't have any more reverses. We've only got one reverse left. And I'm pretty sure there's none in here. Free Bass, Free Bass. No, so we only get that common out of that one. So I'll just mark off the common. So that's what it's sort of looking like again if you've just tuned in or you just want to have a quick look. And we'll move on, number 50. So we'll take our 50 pile that we sorted, run through. So reverses, hollows, commons in this hand. So there seems to be a lot of reverses in this pile, so that's good. We might get a full lot out of this one. So heaps of cards to sort through, and what I'll do when I go back and sort more is I'll have a list of what I'm looking for, and each one that I find I'll throw into the set pile and mark it off as we go. Alright, so where are we up to? Molitic, number 50. Always hard. There you go, Molitic, number 50. So, done. Molitic has a reverse. Oh, straight up. There we go. So starting off the 50s very well. First two cards down. Snorunt, right there, number 51. So Snorunt, where are you? Oh yes, we do have it. Beautiful. So first four cards in the 50s. Alright, come on. There we go. Glalie. now we need the reverse. There we go, beautiful. Alright, the first 6 cards in the 50s are done. So, Frostless. Now, so Frostless comes up as red and blue, so we know it's got a holo and a reverse. So, got both. Glaceon. Oh, first up, just sitting on the top of the deck there. And a Glaceon reverse. Oh, that's going to be the first one that's let us down. Look at that, none there. No Glaceon reverse. But that wasn't a bad little run. Alright. Phony. Right at the back, look at that. Just hiding at the back. See if we have a reverse. There we go, beautiful. Plugs that away. Moving on to Froakie, I can already see the reverse in the reverse stack right on top. So there's our common and reverse done. Another page. So we go over to Frogadier. Common and reverse. Frogadier, there's the common. And Frogadier reverse. Both ticked off. Cramorant. There we go. And we do need a reverse for that. There we go. Done. So there's got to be the hardest part is putting the base set together, I reckon. You're just going over and over through the cards. Finizen. There we go. There's your common. And I already see that it's sitting right there. There's our reverse. Finizen. So that finishes off the 50s. So take our little pile and put it back over here. Alright, let's move on to number 60 is Palafin. Righto, so a little bit more difficult. We've got blues and yellows, so we'll just separate the two colours. So the first 5 cards are blues, and a couple of those are EXs, so may as well just sort them out a little bit easier. So a blue away from yellow. Alright, so first up is Palafin. So we need the common and reverse. And there we go. Common and reverse. Palafin EX, we'll get to that later. That's 61. Iron Bundle 62. So common Iron Bundle. Oh, and then there's our holo. Done. Walking Wake. We have now that's a bit difficult, isn't it? Alright, so Walking Wake, there's a reverse. Yeah, there's a reverse and a holo. So hard to pick the difference in these ones. But that's your reverse, and that's your holo. That's hard to pick up on, but you can see the holographic runs through the actual picture of the card on that one and doesn't on this one. So that's the only difference. So be careful doing that one. I'm going to say even trying to buy them is going to be difficult, because that does look, unless you're in person, it sort of looks fairly hard to see that one. Alright, so 64 is another blue one, but again that's an EX. So we're done with our blues. Let's move on to the yellows again. Zapdos has a holo and a reverse. And there's the reverse. 65, Zapdos. Shinx as our common. Let's see if we have a reverse. Come on. Oh yeah. Done and done. Luxio is our common. No, there we go, we got a reverse. Well done. Right, both marked off. 68 is an EX, we skipped that. So well, look, right on top, there's 69, common and reverse, both marked off. And that's our 60s done. Alright, so, sorry, I've got to turn around. G'day Dream Reaper, I don't know how long ago you commented, but g'day. A fair amount of those 50s, yeah, there was. It's like that. The 90s, the 80s, they're probably pretty big too. Whereas the 20s, there's not many of those. But the 40s, we've got, I think we only missed one out of the 40s, and we didn't have a real lot of them either. So, that's the way it goes. Alright, so we're moving on into the 70s now. So again, I think the last two cards are pink, so if you just want to drop anything that's pink to start with, it's going to be real easy to sort them out. There's a lot of Clefairy reverses I'm seeing. Common, Clefable, Clefable, Clefairy. These are the only two pink cards in this number, so there we go. Just sit them back for a second. Run through. Let's go commons and reverses. Let's split them. It'll make it a little bit easier to find our cards. Alright. So we're looking for number 70, Haloptile. No, Halolisk will be next. We'll put that aside. There we go. Haloptile. Then I jump over and look for our reverse. Got it. And we know Halolisk was next. And we don't have the reverse for that. So we'll mark off just having the common for Halolisk. And more Pico. Moving on. There's more Pico. More Pico reverse. Beautiful. I've got to remember to keep looking at the computer. How you do it is separate by type and then take out the dubs. It makes it a lot easier. Still here, yeah. Sorry, mate. I get carried away like searching through the numbers and reading the numbers, so I don't keep turning to look at the screen. But yeah, thanks for hanging around. You have an ETB. You're thinking about cracking it. An ETB of Twilight Masquerade, obviously. Yeah, that's where I got the book. I don't know. If you're asking for my experience, I've opened 5. One ETB had 2 EX cards in it. 3 of the other ETBs had 2 EXs and a basic full art. Nothing even exciting. And the 5th ETB, I think, had 2 EXs, an ace spec, and a full art. That's all I've gotten out of it. I've not gotten anything good out of ETBs from Twilight Masquerade. So if that's sort of, you know, in saying that, you could have a Greninja sitting right there. I don't know. But that's what I've seen of it so far. Alright, Tadbulb. Let's keep going. There's Tadbulb common and the reverse. Moving on to Bellibolt. There's Bellibolt common. and a belly bolt reverse right at the back. Alright, let's tick those off. Wattrel, bang, and bang. Alright, Kilowattrel. There's Kilowattrel, and got their reverse. Oh, look at that. Nearly threw you out of the room. That was shocking. So both Kilowattrels ticked off. Iron Thorns, EX. We'll do the EXs later, as I said. So that's it for yellow. So we're going to be making more sets of these, so I'll just keep stacking on top and keep going through for the next set later on. Alright, Clefairy, and then Clefable. Clefairy, Clefairy, Clefable, Clefable. So we got all four. Double check that I didn't muck that up. Yep, all four, both reverses, both commons. That's what we like to see. Sorry, I'll put it closer to the camera so you guys can actually see as well. So, all four pinks in the 70s. Going to move on to 80s. They're all going to be pink from here on in. Beautiful, nice hot coffee just made for me because I'm special. Not too special, but special enough to have a coffee. Just going to pull out. Yeah, everyone has a different way of doing it. Like, I don't know. I've been doing them for cards for 30 years, and I guess it's just whatever I've found easiest is sort of how I start. Alright, so we've got all our hollows, all our commons, and we're moving through pretty quick, really. So Abra, there we go. There's Abra number 80, and we need a reverse. Oh, there is no reverse Abra. Alright, so another page done. So there's Abra down there. So I haven't ticked the blue for reverse, but we'll keep going. So we've got Kadabra next. Should have known that was coming. There's Kadabra common. And nope, we don't have the reverse. Not there. Alakazam. So Alakazam is red and blue, so Alakazam. Oh, there we go. So there's the hollow and then the reverse. So we knock both those off. Garafarig. Garafarig. There we go. And it has, so it has a reverse. So I don't need to keep searching those Alakazams. No, I don't have it. So we'll just mark off the common. Alright, so there's our next one, 84, and we've got its reverse. Done and done. Chimecho. There we go. Chimecho. And we've only got 3 reverses left, so yeah. We definitely don't have Chimecho. Not yet, anyway. Okay. Flabibi. And we have the reverse for that. Alright, so what are we looking for? 87 Floeti. There we go. And got the reverse sitting there. Okay, Flodges. Right on top. we don't have any more reverses, so we're not going to have it. And Swellix, there was Swellix, so we don't have the reverse for that either yet. And that is the 80s finished. We're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, look at the screen, you goofball, come on. Alright, now I'm just looking at the comments again. I always forget. Yeah, this set can be brutal. Yeah, 300, I think it's 373 cards, but I don't know. I can't remember whether I worked out that whether that was with all the promos or whether it's just all the cards. So it's going to be a big one. I actually bought an album. I bought a Palms Off Gaming Stealth Binder. But I've just realised that that holds 360 cards. So I'm going to be short, so I don't think I'll even start putting them in there because they're not going to fit. You're doing Sparks. And back to this set, yeah. These ones have been, I don't know where you're from, but in Australia, I've noticed that some of the stores are starting to sell these at discounted rates. Whether they're sales or clearances, I'm not sure, but they are starting to disappear. So Twilight is starting to disappear from the shelves. Yeah, those the sorting trays. So I've been watching Ultra Pro make the sorting trays. Um, I think what do they hold? 16. They've got 16 compartments in them. Might be 20. I don't know. But there's a guy on eBay selling them. He's a reseller. He's selling them by the dozen, and he's thrown a few auctions up over Christmas, starting at $1 for a dozen of them. I mean, I think they're about $13 to $15, really, from anywhere else. But you've got to pay postage on top of that, so you're probably looking at 25 bucks. So I figure if I can get a dozen of these for 50 bucks or something off eBay, then it'll be something else I can give away to you guys. I can throw it in with a prize or something, as long as it doesn't take up too much room in the package I'm sending out. But I reckon those sorting trays, they're going to be pretty good to a point, but I don't think they hold any more than like 50 cards in each slot, I think. So, yeah. Alright, we'll get back to it. Oh, hang on. You guys are commenting again. It threw you off my live. Oh, you probably watched too much, Kim. I know you're one of my top fans, so no, I don't know what happened. It's still running. Still running. Still got some power. Who knows? It does that now and then, though. I've had it freeze for me before, and I've had to refresh or restart too. Oh, you're in the US. Yep. So basically, you've got exactly the same cards as us here. Um, but yeah, those little trays, they're only black. They stand about an inch high, an inch and a half high, I think. And each slot holds 50 cards. That's where I'm gonna grab one. We'll see what happens, but yeah, if I can get a dozen, the rest of them I'll just hand out to you guys. Won't be a problem. All right, so let's just sort. What are we going to sort here? We'll pull the yellows out because we're going to start with pink. Just make it a little bit easier on me at the end of it all. Alright, so we're going to start with pink, so we'll just put yellow back in its slot. Oh, look at that, it's all reverses. Reverse, reverse, hollows, reverses, hollow, hollow, reverse, hollow, God. Well, we know there's no shortage on hollows in these ones. That's probably the most hollows and reverse were pulled out of any of these lots so far. Alright, I'll put this going, let's go. Alright, Slurpuff. Look at that. There we go. Slurpuff. Straight up. Reverse. A reverse for Slurpuff. Okay, I'm gonna. There's Slurpuff. I'm gonna sort out my hollows from the reverses because this is so bright. Okay, that didn't take much. I've got two reverses and the rest are hollows. Alright, so we got Slurpuff. You're done. Sandy Gust. Done. Sandy Gust has a reverse and I definitely don't have it. Polysand. Polysand common. Polysand reverse. There it is. Tick tick. Enormous. Don't have it. Oh no, because it's a hollow and a reverse. So it'll be in here. There's your hollow, and I clearly don't have the reverse. Pretty sure there was no reverses left in there. No. Okay, so tick off the hollow. Screamtail is an EX. Munkidori. Again, hollow and reverse. We've got the hollow. Pheasantipity is a hollow. Oh, and a reverse. And we actually have that. So bang and bang, I got both those. Alright, so pink is done. Jump into yellow. So we've got Sandshrew. A Sandshrew reverse. Sandslash. Sandslash. And Sandslash reverse. And Growlithe. And there's the reverse. All four. All six actually. So that is that. That puts us so our set so far is not looking too bad really. Probably can't see the book real well and I'm going to mess everything up if I try and push it too far across. Oh, you came back, him. Very good, very good. Yeah, we're having a bit of a boom over here on a few different things that are just disappearing off the shelves, and anyone that has stuff, some of these smaller guys are doubling prices to try and, I don't know, make money, I guess. A lot of the bigger companies are going, oh, we've been holding this for too long, we're waiting for the new one. Let's drop some prices on this and get rid of some, clear some stock, make some room, and continue on. So, I'll have a quick recap. So, I'm just going to count through, see how many we're missing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 27 out of the first, this is 195 cards, 27 missing. So we're going to have to sort through some more. I reckon I'm going to take a break for a couple of minutes anyway, and then we might come back and sort through some more. So I'll just I'm going to put these up here out of the way just a little bit, and then we'll sort through our hundreds and we'll see if we can do some more in the rest of the set rather than go back and start again on these smaller ones just yet. But that's the size of our set so far. So we're doing pretty good. Almost too big to grab hold of. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. What I might do, I might take a 5 minute break, and be back shortly, if that's alright with everyone. I'll do a little card so if anyone does happen to pop in, they'll see that there. Woo-woo, back in 5 minutes. Yes, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll just read through these comments before I have a walk around though. My back's starting to hurt. You're at Walmart and the Pokemon shelf was looking empty. Now, I have noticed that over in the US, that you have runs on everything, not just one type of thing. You have runs on everything, and they just clean it out. If our prices over here were as cheap as over there, I reckon we would have the same things. Because it's a lot more expensive over here to buy shit. We tend to really find that set we want, and then we hammer it. We'll buy as much as we can in that set, because otherwise, the next time you walk in, they're not going to have it, and you're going to miss out. And you'll be forever chasing your bum around eBay trying to find cards and paying everybody else to send them to you. Oh, you've got your own card shop in town, or you have a card shop in town. Oh, we're not sure how to read that one. If you have your own card shop, that is pretty cool. One day I'd love to do that. Love to do that. The set is looking really good. It's coming along really well. I've still got. Oh, yeah, don't worry. There's still plenty of cards to sort through. So, I've got ETBs full, to go through, and then I've got. Oh, I think there's like 5 or 6 ETBs that are all full of the top hits, and stuff like that. And we're going to have to sort through all of them to find all the EX cards. Those EX cards that I got last night have got to be sitting here somewhere as well. I'm not sure where I put them. I sat them somewhere, so they won't be far away. But we've probably got some. Probably got some sitting here somewhere. I know I had them sitting here, but I don't know where I put them. I might have put them away already. Your wife and you were starting one. Oh, all the best with that. I hope it really works out for you. I've been wanting to do it for 25 years. I got really going there on eBay. I was buying from a dealer in America. He was packaging everything up into big boxes and sending it out, and it was going absolutely great guns. And then all of a sudden, postage started getting dearer and dearer and dearer. And even he was worried that I was going to stop buying. And in the end, I had to. But postage went from 30 to 40, $40 sort of area for really big boxes being sent over. And I mean, I was getting 40 sealed boxes of cards sent over for $40, to being about 9 boxes sent over, and that was about $70. And from there, it's just gone up. So it sort of stopped being worth it for me to try that way. But yeah, no, I hope you do really well there. Yeah, go Kim, you start your day. Merry Christmas. Get all of that stuff sorted. We're getting stuff sorted too. I've got visitors coming in a couple of hours, so yeah, I'm going to have to pack up shortly. But I'll be back in 5. We'll try and zip through the rest of these. I think it's 1 to 167, and there is a couple of cards in there. EXs and the ace specs are included in there, so shouldn't take long to get the last. Shouldn't take long to sort out that last pile. It's about 2/3 of an ETB, I guess. So give me a couple of minutes. I have a drink of my coffee before it gets stone cold, but I won't be too far away. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Like, subscribe, share, do what you got to do. Back soon. wasn't squeaking while I was gone. You never know. I'll catch up on a couple of these comments. Where did I leave off? Yeah, it all skyrocketed. Yep, definitely. Alright. Paldean Fates. I'm trying to do Paldean Fates. I've been after Mew for 100 days. Now, when I first started Paldean Fates, I started and Mew was around $70. I could have bought it shipped to me for $70 Australian, so about 50 bucks, I guess, US. And now it's like 500. It's just, it's going ridiculous. And I still haven't found one, and everyone else is finding them and saying, oh, I got 2 of them, but I didn't get Charizard. Well, I got 3 Charizards and 2 Gardevoirs. But I wasn't lucky enough to get Mew yet. But that's not going to stop me. It's not going to stop me. I'm still hunting it. I think I've only got 5 packs left to go through before I'm going to have to start looking for some more. So, we're back now. Alright, so we're going to go do the hundreds now. So, 101. Start there. So, teens, 20s, 30s. I'm going to run out of room. So one of those trays would come in real handy right now, just doing this. I'm going to get one. We're going to have a go at it and see what it's like. It might be more awkward. It might be easier doing it this way. I don't know. But we'll have to have a go. So this is the boring part again. We are back to the boring part of sorting cards. Making sure you read those numbers. There's times where I've been doing this and gotten too tired. And it's quite funny because it's, you know, you can see the numbers right down there. 101, 167. I know when I'm getting too tired because I start putting everything in the 160s pile. And I'm not seeing that first number. I'm just seeing the second number. It's always funny when you're going through later on and you go, oh, there's so many 160, but there's nothing else. Bit of fun. We all mess up some stuff now and then. Oh, so not getting any 160s. Don't know why that is yet. Teens, 50s, 20s, 10s, 40s. Merry Christmas to Kim. Thank you very much. My wife's name's Kim, for anyone that's still sitting there watching. Merry Christmas to us. Merry Christmas to all of you guys too. Hope everything goes good for everyone. There's a lot of fires around in Victoria at the moment, so it's a little bit crazy down south of me. But as yet we haven't had any smoke or anything blow up this way, and usually we would. So not sure how that's going to go in the next few days. But there is some massive bushfires happening. So everyone in those areas, be careful. I know the chances of any of you being watching here are very slim, but be careful the same. So I know Eevee I might have to go into my drawer to look for, because a lot of the Eevees I have pulled out, because Eevee's my favourite card. So I know I'll definitely have some, but I might have to go through the drawer and check the box where the Eevees are to get them out. 161. And get into a groove, and you can get going along quite quickly. not to mess up the stacks too much. Blend them into each other. Should have left myself a little bit more of a gap, I think. So about halfway through my pile already of these hundreds. So it doesn't take much. You just got to get organised and get into a groove. Just check every now and then to make sure the battery hasn't run out and I'm still broadcasting. Otherwise, I'll be sitting here talking to myself for an hour. How many people have got? We've got 4 people watching. G'day. G'day to all 4 of you. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend a little bit of time with me. And if you're asleep, I won't try and wake you up with too much noise. But there's no guarantees with that either. I should have some background music, but I don't really know where to get background music from that won't give me warnings and nasty notes from YouTube saying you can't play that, remove it. I've had that a few times now and it's never fun trying and remove a background song out of a video. So the first time I did that, I made the mistake. I played YouTube music in the background. So I assumed that YouTube music was for YouTube and it was all allowed to be played, but turns out it wasn't. And ended up scrapping the video completely because there was too many songs that were copyrighted and I had to try and pull out. So it was easier just to delete it. So that loses a few hours of watch time, and we are trying to gain watch time at the moment. This is our main goal for even doing this video, is just to get a couple more hours of watch time. If I can get, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours of watch time out of a 2-hour video, I'll be happy. Every little bit's going to count today. Every little bit's going to count. Right, a few more cards. I'll check comments. Have a sip of coffee. Right. Almost done with our stack. 2 more lots and we will be done. Get back to that master set. So many cards. Not too bad though. That's our last little stack that we've got sorted out for now. So once we've done this one, we will run and try and complete a bit more of that set. Not many 60s coming out though. Not many 160s at all. Alright, so that's that. That's that. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Just going to clean up these piles. Make some room. So you do need a big area when you're doing this, and you're doing all of the cards, that's for sure. Definitely something to be aware of. You can never have too much room. Alright, let's get our book back down. So starting back off at 100 again. Down to 2 watches. G'day everybody. Two watches is better than no watches. It's better than one watcher. Alright, so we've got all our numbers between 100 and 109. So just going to separate reverses and the hollows from the commons. I find it's just that, I don't know, makes your little pile a bit smaller, and if it's a bit smaller, it's a bit easier to sort through. So let's go. So we're starting off with Arcanine. Where are Arcanine? Okay, so nearly tricked me on the first one. So Arcanine is a hollow and a reverse, and we only have the hollow. So yeah, there you go. Not too good. So we've got the hollow. I'm going to mark it off before we continue too far. Okay, nose pass. Let's go. Nose pass. There we go. Common. Do we have a nose pass? No. No nose pass reverse. Plenty more cards I've got here to sort through, so it'll just be a matter of sorting some more out later. Provo pass. There we go. There's our common. And we do have, oh, I should have checked to see whether you guys could actually see that. See where I'm doing this. If I move up a little bit, we'll make some room. Oh, and it elbows the camera. Who nearly fell off their chair then? Because I wobbled the camera and they thought they were wiggling. Alright, so we got both Provo passes. Sitting here listening to me talk rubbish. Timber! There's our common. And there's our reverse. Nice and quick. Gadur. There's Gadur. And, oh, yep, that's the right one. There's our reverse. So I'll flip the page in my little booklet. It's so helpful in knowing what I'm looking for. Conkeldurr and a Conkeldurr reverse. Lovely. Tick and a tick. Greninja EX is not going to be in here. Holacha. So no reverse. We do have the common. Glimmet. Yeah, Glimmet. Glimmet. We don't have the reverse for Glimmet yet. Glamora. There we go. There's the common and the reverse. And our 109s are done. So that is another pile finished off. I'll just set them straight on top. And move in. Let's go. So we'll separate yellow from, I don't know, like greeny coloured, whatever this is. So these are our 1-teens. Not too many. What do we got there? Oh, wow, we got white as well. We got 3 colours in this band. And the Pokemon out the back are having a growl, which they love to do. Alright, so where are we up to? 110 Tinglu is a holo and a reverse. Oh, beautiful, I have both. So, there they are. Okie doggy. So, again, holo and reverse. 112 is an EX. So, is not needed. Now we move on to a blue. Green, blue. Ugh, I don't know, whatever colour they call that. Puccina. We have the common. Where are all our reverses? Oh, there we go. There's 2 reverses. Oh, there's a Puccina. Yes. Just pull them out. So hard to see them against this colour. Alright, so Puccina got both. Mightyena. Mighty, there we go, there's our common. Oh, and we've got a reverse, beautiful. A Venipede, there's our common. Ooh, and we've got a reverse in this little pile down below. Don't know if you guys can see that, you probably can't see that. I've got 3 cards left in my little pile. Whirlipede, there we go, and I do have it. There's the reverse. Scolipede. And no reverse for that one though. It's unfortunate. Alright, Brute Bonnet. There's our common and our reverse. Wonderful. And Skarmory. We only have the common. Yeah, there's no more white cards in here. So that is the teens done. So we didn't do too bad. We got quite a few out of the teens to pop in to the pile. Let's move on to the 20s. So we're starting with Aaron. There's a yellow one. Put that to the side. There we go. Diplin. Just slowly sort these a little bit. Dreepy, Applin and Diplin. Okay, bang, bang, bang. So I'm just sorting sort of the yellowy coloured ones away from the whiter ones, or the grey. And at the same time doing holos and reverse holos out of the grey ones. Just make it a little bit easier in the long run to put them all back together for me anyway. I find that it's a little bit easier. You don't have to flick through the full pack every time you want to look for one single card. So, okay, so we're looking for a reverse. No, we don't have reverse Aaron. So we'll tick off the common only. Move on to Larion. There's the common. And we need a reverse for Larion. There we go. Got it. Alright, so tick both. Aggron. There we go, common. And we need a reverse Aggron. There we go. Beautiful. Both again. Heatran. Oh, so Heatran is a holo and a reverse. So beautiful. Got both sitting right there. Marked off. Varoom. Varoom. Oh, and right on top is our reverse. We're doing all right with this lot so far. Reveroom and the reverse. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so we only missed one. We only missed one Aaron out of those first couple for the reverse. So we'll move in and keep going. So is it Appling? Let's see if we have. There's Applin reverse. Got both of those. Diplin. So there's a Diplin common. Oh, and Diplin reverse. Beautiful. So 128. A Dreepy. There's a Dreepy. I don't think I've got any more reverses though in. No, I've used them all. We got none. So no more. Dreepy just gets the common marked off. Flip the page. Dracloak. There it is, the common. Alright. So that's the 120s over and done with. Just like that. Another pile for our master set. This is a big master set. It's getting bigger and bigger by the minute. Because I started off with two EBTs absolutely chockers packed. And this pile's going down real quick. Real quick. Alright. So Tatsuguri. There's a common Tatsuguri. It's our only yellowy coloured card in the set, so we may as well pull them all out as we go through. Haven't seen a reverse yet. Oh, no, we didn't get it. No, not yet. Plenty of Tatsuguris. But no reverse. So we'll mark it off anyway. And then we might split reverses out of these to make that a little bit easier for me. While we're looking for Farfetch'd. So I might as well leave that reverse up the top. And there's the single reverse on the top. Done. Alright. 132 done. Chansey. Well, one at the top. But we need a reverse for Chansey. And we don't have it. So, unfortunate. But not yet. There is still plenty of time. Alright, Eevee, I know we've got Eevee. I saw it just a second ago. Where are you, Eevee? Common. Pretty sure I stuck a reverse Eevee in here last night. Yeah, there's a reverse Eevee. Usually pull a couple of Eevees out for a bit of luck. Both Eevees. Snorlax. There he is, common. And reverse. Yep, there it is. And I can see the reverse sitting down there. Ambipom. And the reverse. This is getting quicker. Must be organised. A Ducklet. There's Ducklet. And down the bottom here we have a Ducklet reverse. And we're done with the 30s. Simple as that. Moving on to the 40s. Now this is what I said before. This is my 40 stack, but on top I've got 137. So that should have been in the other pile. Alright, so we'll do the same thing. I'll quickly run through, pull out reverses, hollows. I think I just saw another 30 go through there. Alright, so there's there's our 30s onto our... God, that stack is getting big now. Okay, so Swanna. Oh, there we go. Swanna. And we need a reverse. Yep, got it. Beautiful. Mark it off. Accompanying flute. And there should be a reverse as well, but we don't have it. So, unfortunate. Unfortunately, don't have that one. Bug catching set. Got it. And no reverse. Caretaker. Got the common and the reverse. Beautiful. Alright. Come on. There you go. There's the common and the reverse. Community Center. Community Center. And we don't have it. The reverse for that, unfortunately. Well, not yet anyway, like there's always time. There's Cook. No reverse again. Enhanced Hammer. Got it. And we do have the reverse for that one. So, mark them off. Festival Grounds. It doesn't take long for this big thick pack to get smaller, does it? There we go, got both of those as well. Alright, so that is it. 3 reverses left over. And we'll move on to 150s. So, again, we're going to sort out reverses and hollows if there is any. It's not looking too good down here. Still broadcasting. I don't know if anyone's in there, but we're still broadcasting. There's Lana's Aid reverse and another Lana's Aid reverse, and that's it. So this might be a little bit difficult to put these ones out. Okay, so handheld fan. Common. Hassle. Where are you, Hassle? There's Hassle, just the common. We're not doing the ace specs yet, so we'll flip the page and go to a jamming tower. Got the common. Karen. Where? Come on. Gotta be hiding here somewhere. Wow, we don't have it at all. Alright, we'll move on to Lana's Aid. I do actually have that one in the reverse as well. Love Ball. There's the common. And there's no more reverses. We only got 2 reverses out of all of these cards. That is crazy. I don't know what go is there. So, Love Ball common. Lucian, there we go, common. Lucky Helmet. Does everything start with L? It feels like it sometimes that you get a whole run, don't you? Lucky Helmet. Okay, Ogre's Mask, right at the top. And basically all commons there except for Lana's Aid, and we had 2 of those. Don't know what's going on there. That's a bit odd, really. Alright, so 160, we're starting with Perrin. There's the common and reverse. Beautiful. Happy. 161, Ralford. Yep, common and reverse. And then it goes through to 166. Not sure why the big jump there, that was a bit weird. A boomerang energy, we only have the common, and that is the last. That is the last of the base. That is the last of the base. So we are going to have to sort out a few more ETBs full of cards. And what I'll do is the inserts that we get in the ETB boxes, I'll section them, and we'll put sections in between all of these cards when I put them back in. And that'll sort of slow down and stop these mixing back into each other. So next time when I do my next set and sort out even more cards, I can plot them into those slots and keep going from there. So I'm going to put these probably into one of those big 3,200 boxes, and then we'll have them pretty much all half sorted sort of thing. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the base. So I might we might finish there for today, I reckon. I know I can pack up. I might go through a couple more ETBs and sort them into their piles and see if I can't fill in some of those gaps that we did miss. And anything after that, we'll come back and we'll do all the ace specs and the full arts, you know, illustration rares, everything like that. The full art EXs. We'll pull all them out of all my albums, gold cards, etc. I do have Greninja, so that is a really hefty start to wanting to put the set together, is to have that highest card already. Anything under what I've already got, I think, you know, $50 sort of will buy a single card after that. But Greninja is that $500-600 card at the moment, so it's a good one to already have listed. But yeah, that's basically how we do a base set, guys. So you can understand how many cards it's going to take. Those ETBs hold about, what are they, 600 cards a piece or something. So we have gone through a lot of cards. Got a huge stack here. And just in base cards, I think there's nearly 300 base cards to make this set. So you're going to need quite a few packs. 10 cards per pack. 300 base cards, or just over. So there's 30 packs straight up. You're going to at least need 30 packs without getting any double. So that's just something to keep in mind if you are wanting to put together this set. Anyway, we might leave it there for now. I've got some cleaning up to do. We've been on here for over 2 hours, and I think there's only 2 people watching anyway, with 4 likes. So hopefully one day, you know, people come across this video and be able to scan through. They might watch 10 minutes of the whole video and get a bit of an understanding of what to do. But base is, get one of these. It really helps. You can tick them off as you go, and you can always reference back to the ETB manual. With all the pretty pictures of the cards that you're looking for. Also helps locate them quicker. Alright guys, I'm going to get going, charge up everything, clean up, and get ready for my visitors. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, everyone that did watch. Good on ya. See you soon. Bye.